What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Valente, and I'm back with a brand new video. We're back with Behind Enemy Lines, the series where I, a Saints fan, talk to fans of the opposing team. And this week we're facing the Rams. Now, the Rams fan that I had in line is sick and couldn't get it done. So you know what that means? Big K has returned.
Me and that guy have something in common, and you know what it is.
Wait, who's? Oh, you're carrying.
Oh,
is that what that is? Like you're carrying?
That's Drew Lock's.
Oh, that was Drew Lock. I was like, hold on, why that look so familiar?
Yes, that's Drew Lock.
What is it that y'all have in common?
Think of his nickname.
Anyway,
I can do it all.
since we were playing the Rams, very storied, very storied,
very storied franchise, very storied
rivalry.
That the Rams own.
No.
We own you guys.
The Rams do not own anything. They don't even own their own stadium.
Yeah, but we own you.
No.
When was the last time you drafted an Aaron Donald? Never? Oh, we own you.
Okay. That's a beautiful logic. Anyway, usually at the start of these episodes, I like to just throw out a random topic. I kind of had a hard time figuring out, but a recent stat that I just came upon shows that the Rams have won 4 out of their last 5. Only loss was to the Ravens in overtime. So, what's your thoughts on that?
We cooking.
What
cooking.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
We are cooking. There's offense cooking. There's defense stopping them from cooking. Special teams, throw a little salt on that, and we are cooking.
Cooking, okay.
Our head coach, man, that man's a filet mignon, if you know what I mean.
I like to see you take on this personality. Curb Stop Podcast got him out of his comfort zone. No, but hey man, they are cooking. Offense, cooking.
No.
Defense, they've had their moments.
We have, in the last 5 games, the least we have scored is 17 points. Wow, that's not a lot of points. Then it goes up to 28. We've scored 28, 31, 36, 37, and 17 in our last 5 games. Wow, we've only given up 20 points or more 2 times, including last week where we gave up exactly 20. So no one is really scoring on the Rams.
That's cool. Over our last 2 games, we've only given up 6 points each game.
Who have you played?
Giants this past week, who I thought the Giants were going to win that game, honestly. I didn't say it on here, but I was really scared the Giants were going to win that game. And then the Panthers the week before, which the Panthers went out and beat the Falcons, which is amazing.
What I will say, neither of those teams are good.
Okay. Gave up 33 to the Lions, but all of that came in the first half.
No, shouldn't have given up 33 to the Lions in the first half.
Not all of that, but 24 of those points came in the first half.
We held the Cleveland Browns to 19 points. We held the Seattle Seahawks to 16 points.
Second string quarterback.
No, that was against Geno.
Oh, well, Geno's a mid now.
We held the Arizona Cardinals to 14 points.
Okay, you know, yeah, I don't even gotta tell you how bad the Cardinals are.
They're the best team in the league. What do you mean? Well, second behind the L.A. Rams. Yeah.
But I mean, both teams are on a bit of a resurgence, I guess. You know, the Rams were 3-6 at their lowest, and the Saints were 5-7 at their lowest.
Seven
we were all
and
talking
seven
about
now. 7-7 now.
Both teams 7-7 now. You know, the Saints were talking about, you know, tanking out for a higher draft pick, get Jaden Daniels, fire Dennis Allen, which I still want to do, fire Dennis Allen.
He's the GOAT.
But fire Dennis Allen, fire Pete Carmichael, bench Derek Carr, get a new quarterback, whatever.
Derek Carr's the GOAT.
Now we're back up at 7-7 with a couple or about three of our past games, our past 3 games have been pretty decent offensively performances.
Derek Carr's a good quarterback. He is one of 3 quarterbacks to have 3,000 passing yards in his first 10 years of his career.
I told you the stat earlier.
Yes, and it proves that he's a great quarterback.
He is a good quarterback.
Is Tom Brady on that list? No. Is Brett
No.
Favre on that list? No. Is Aaron Rodgers? No. Is Drew Brees? No.
But to be fair, all of those people didn't start their first years.
Is that Derek Carr's fault?
No, I mean no.
So then why is he not the GOAT?
Okay, now we're getting into some really deep territory. You just called Derek Carr the GOAT?
I called him the truth because he is the GOAT. He'll be the Rams' GOAT when he throws 5 picks this game. I'm done. That's the end of the annoying Rams character.
Okay. You're just the Rams truther now.
I'm the Rams truther.
But yeah, week 13 against the Lions, we put up 28 points. One pick from Derek Carr that wasn't on him.
Well, Jameis Winston got you 28 points. Jameis played most of the game. Jameis
only scored 1 touchdown, I think.
He scored 2.
No, he didn't. He didn't even score a touchdown.
He threw back across field on the 15-yard line to A.T. Perry.
That's the Vikings.
He did that against the Lions.
No, that was the Vikings. I swear to God.
I'm pulling that shit up right now.
Pull it up. I promise you that's the Vikings game. But while you're there.
What week was it? What week did you guys play them? Week 12?
The Lions or the Vikings?
The Lions.
13.
Week 13. Oh, sorry. You guys had 1 passing touchdown all game.
Yeah. So, Derek had a passing touchdown, 1 pick that wasn't his fault. It literally went through Jawan Johnson's hands, and that resulted in a pick 6. If that didn't happen, we're talking about a completely different result.
It happened.
Anyway, yeah, it happened. That's the point. But we could have beat a very, well, I guess I won't say game lines team because we still don't know where they're at. But
they're good.
They've put together a couple of meh games recently, and then they put together a couple of really good games recently. So
they don't talk about
it. Sorry, I forgot you're a Broncos fan. The annoying Rams character kind of fooled me. Yeah, we dropped 28 on the Lions. Unfortunately, didn't win that. 28 on the Panthers. We did win that by a lot. Defense played really well. And 24 on the Giants. And offensively, we played really well. Defensively, we played really well. Complete game. All of that. So we're moving on with a little bit of momentum on our side, a little bit of re-upped confidence, I guess you could say. And everybody's in on, finishing the season strong. So That's where we're at. And the Rams, they're in on finishing it strong too. They got I think a 40-something% chance to make the playoffs. I think they're currently the 8 seed, so it's like 8 versus 9 seed or something like that. Or they might be in as of right now. They might be the 7 seed. Either way,
I can check.
they are the 7 seed, I believe.
I hope so. Or we'll make the playoffs.
They're the 7 seed, and I think we're currently the 9 seed. Behind.
Yep, right now we're the 7.
Okay, so they've been playing some good football recently over the past 5 games. So yeah. Moving forward with our game discussion of all time.
The greatest.
What are the keys to victory for the Rams this week, my friend?
The key to victory is simple. You go to the store. You buy 5 beautiful filet mignon steaks. You slowly season them. One piece has some Kyron Williams on it. The next piece, a little bit of Puka Nakua. Throw some Tyler Higbee on the third one, spice it up a bit. But then you go back to the classic of Cooper Kupp on the last 2. And you let your offense cook. This team is scoring almost 30 a game. Has scored 33 of the last 5 games, 28 being one of those 5 games that they didn't hit 30. This is a team that is offensive heavy. Look back at the Super Bowl team. The defense was solid. You had Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. Bad news is you do not have Jalen Ramsey anymore because he thought this was not a team that was supposed to be in this situation. So you have to make it up by, instead of being teams 28-21, you beat them 35-28. And this is even a defense that has stepped up with how youthful they are and has really grown. Has really taken this next step to be a not quite an elite defense, but a defense you can't just, we're playing the Rams, we're going to drop 50 on them. It is, you got to keep your attacking offensive momentum. You have a top 10 receiver. You have at least a top 3 rookie receiver, probably the best rookie receiver right now. That's a whole debate by itself.
No, you're right.
Kyron Williams is absolutely electric and has been, since coming back from injury, on a roll. And a roll would be an understatement. He has almost 1,200 scrimmage yards of the year, second on the team. 11 total touchdowns. Dude scores the football. You let your playmakers make plays.
But that's like the most common answer on here. I feel like that's the most common answer on here. Let
playmakers make plays. That's how I function.
Yeah, man, that's how it is.
You pay your guys to make plays. I expect them to make fucking plays.
True.
It's not hard.
My Discord just went crazy.
Yours?
Okay. Yeah, my Discord is going crazy. I keep hearing. All right. Anyway, I agree with all that. I think for us, a lot of relief that we're going to be feeling this week, knowing that Matt Stafford is not a mobile quarterback, so we do not have to worry about him stepping up in the pocket, or not stepping up in the pocket, but escaping, extending plays with his legs, dropping those random 20-yard runs.
Just because he's 58 years old, don't mean if he sees a gap, he's taking off and he's making someone miss in the open field.
If he makes someone miss in the open field, I will pay you. All right. Anyway, over the past few weeks, we've gotten a lot of pressure on third down, sometimes second down. Send the blitz. We always get in the backfield. We just can't bring the quarterback down. Mostly because the guys we go up against have been mobile in some sense, like Tommy DeVito, like Josh Dobbs, like Bryce Young even. But that I don't expect to see that out of Matt Stafford. So I think using the blitz effectively is going to be a little bit more easier, at least in terms of finishing, bringing the quarterback down. So I hope Dennis Allen sees that as well.
Please blitz Matt Stafford. Please blitz Matt Stafford.
I don't know what the Rams O line looks like.
Dude, if you blitz Matt Stafford, he's gonna go 19 for 20, have 117 passing yards, and score 3 touchdowns. Matt Stafford will see you go to blitz and throw a 3-yard quick pass every fucking play.
Here's the thing about our secondary or our cornerback room. I feel comfortable leaving the Debo on an island. I feel somewhat comfortable, at least with what I've seen so far, leaving Yadam on an island. So our press man scheme works effectively. I just don't know what it's going to look like against Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp.
It ain't gonna look good, buddy.
I hope
it don't look good. I do too.
I hope. Shut up. I hope we can make something work there because you already got 2 superstar receivers going up against. You're without your superstar corner, but you got a Debo. Debo's going to be reliable. I think a Debo could do somewhat decent job on whoever he's on. I don't know about Yadam. Yadam's going to be Matt. Yadam's going to be Yadam. So we'll see how that goes. But establishing a really good front 7 on the run with Kyron Williams is key to all phases of the game. Pace, wearing down the offense. I know it's not like a fucking term, but wearing down an offensive line. The big boys got to eat too. I don't know. Let me look at the injury report on the side here. Okay. Our defensive line's a little beat up, and if these 2 players don't play that I'm going to show you in a minute, it could be a very bad day for us in the run game. But establishing a good run front would be key to success. I wouldn't say completely shutting down Cooper Kupp and Puka, but do not let them get to the level that they can, and just offensively take opportunities where you can get them, whether it be creating turnovers, because Matt Stafford had, not recently at least, but Matt Stafford has a little bit of a turnover problem every now and then. But over the past few games, he's been near perfect over the past few games. So you got to find a way to give offense opportunities, and the offense has to find a way to take those opportunities, especially when they're given to you in short field situations, because that is where we hurt the most. Red zone, I like what I've seen out of the red zone recently. Ironically, I like what I've seen out of the red zone recently. Getting Jimmy Graham more involved in the red zone, getting Jimmy Graham more involved in general. I mean, that sounds, perfect. Getting Alvin Kamara the ball, wearing down that defensive line. I think Aaron Donald's only saw like a 30% share of the snaps so far this season or something like that. Or something like that. I saw something on Twitter. I don't know if it's real. I'm just throwing that out there, but
Every stat I've seen about Aaron Donald is the fact that his rate of being doubled seems like 90%.
Right.
That's the only stats I've seen on him all year.
I saw something about like a 30% Aaron Donald. I'll look for it, but Aaron Donald has seen 30% of the snaps or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, take the opportunities where they're given. And yeah. So
yeah.
With that, we move on to injury report.
And Donald is taking 750 total snaps this year on defense.
Yeah, I'm guessing the stat that I saw was fake. But all right, here we are on the injury
report. It most
report.
definitely is, because another starter is only 55 snaps out of him. And I want to say, missed a game.
I saw something about like 30%. I don't know. All right, anyway.
Let's talk about your injuries, buddy.
Injury report here. Defensive end Isaiah Foskey did not practice. Still got a day to go. He probably won't play. Lonnie Johnson did not practice. That's a pretty deep hit for the special teams. Kendra Miller back limited practicing. That could be pretty good for the screen game.
I don't think he'll play this week.
Maybe not, but he has returned to practice, so we'll see. Chris Olave returned to practice, and he's expected to play this week, from what I've seen. Shout out Nick Underhill. Ryan Ramczyk did not practice. Of course, there was a walkthrough today. Don't know. Scares me because, Ramczyk is a very vital part of the offensive line. And I don't know if Aaron Donald plays on that side.
Aaron Donald plays where Aaron Donald wants to play.
Okay, well, if they're smart, they're going to play him on the side that Ryan Ramczyk is missing from.
If Aaron Donald says, I want to line up on the right tackle, guess where Aaron Donald's going to line up?
Right tackle.
If Aaron Donald says, I want to play middle linebacker, guess where Aaron Donald's going to fucking play?
Not middle linebacker.
They will, and they will blitz Aaron Donald every fucking play.
Either way. Cam Jordan, limited practice. He'll probably play this week. Carl Granderson, limited practice. He's looking good to play this week. Peyton Turner, finally off injury reserve. He won't get a contract extension. Limited practice. He'll probably be back this week as well. So, a decent looking injury report for us. It's actually a lot better than what it looks.
It's the best I've seen it.
Yeah, it's the best we've seen it recently, But a lot of it being back, that'll be super helpful. Hopefully Ramczyk's not out, but it's looking like he might not play just off of what I've seen so far. Hopefully we get him back tomorrow, because that will help a lot. Yeah, that's it. On to the Rams. We got
Trey Tomlinson. I don't care. No, Boom, he's a starter, but I think he starts. I want to say he's the center. I'm double checking, but he starts. He starts. I know. Oh, note. Actually, depends. Does Pro Football Reference respect my boy? No, Boom. Never mind. He's an offensive tackle.
Oh.
Who plays some. So, obviously, losing a tackle hurts. But Rob playing would be massive, especially since you guys have two edge rushers. And I think that's the side Cam Jordan plays on, the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, having him for Cam would be awesome. Having Witherspoon healthy would just be nice. More secondary help, which has not been a bright spot because you don't have a number one guy, so any guy helps. Tutu Atwell has really fallen from the number 3 wide receiver down to the number 4 with Demarcus Robinson.
My
He's
God.
really stepping up, being a great number 3 receiver. And I mean, his last 2 games of production have been outstanding. He has over 75 scrimmage yards total between the two. Not combined, but each game I want to say he's broken 75 total yards. So I can check. Sorry. So he has had 55, 46, and 44 receiving yards the last 3 games, and mixed in a 23-yard rush last week as well. But he's also been a high target guy for Stafford. Against Baltimore, he saw 10 targets. Only caught 3 balls. But he got the targets.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he's been catching what's really thrown at him. And then Ronnie Rivers, Kyron takes all the snaps, so it doesn't really matter. Not a game changer when we have one guy who takes all the snaps.
And then Ronnie Rivers.
Not like
coming off fire.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All
right, cool.
Doesn't take majority of the snaps. He takes no snaps even.
Is anything there stand out to you, I guess?
Nope, not really. I mean, it's what's expected. If for some reason Harvenstein doesn't play, that's the biggest ouch of all of it. But I do fully expect him to play because he's a dog. Dog.
But me personally, I like our defensive line this week. If Granderson doesn't play, I feel really good about Tano Passanio. He had just came off a 3-sack game against the Giants.
Nice.
He's been underrated in terms of getting pressure. So I think getting pressure on Stafford could be pretty good, pretty significant considering who plays where. Basically what I'm saying is if either one of Carl Granderson or Cam Jordan doesn't play, I might feel all right.
Cam's gonna play.
Cam will play. I mean, believe me, he wouldn't practice all week and he'd still play. But if either one of them weren't to play, I'd still feel okay.
Yeah, that's valid. Movies, trust your depth.
Yeah.
Trust the depth.
Right.
Unless, like, your depth's some no name.
It's like Peyton Turner. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about breakout candidates. Who is one person that you think will break out or do better than average this game?
You know, the name is that number 3 wide receiver, Demarcus Robinson. Obviously, you could say that the game against Cleveland was a breakout since he broke into that third wide receiver role finally. It was 2-2s to lose. 2-2 got hurt, and he basically said, "Ha, not getting it back 2-2." But he needs to have a big game. Puka and Cooper Kupp have been doing all the receiving work, receiver-wise. Kyron's been doing a lot on the ground for you. You need that guy who's going to be like, hey, here's a 75-yard game out of nowhere. Because it'll help the team win because one of the 2 guys is not going to be around to have a massive game. That's kind of been how it's been is you get one big production game from one of them. You don't get 75 from each other. So Demarcus Robinson really needs to say, hey, time to put the team on my back and go get a big contract next year in the offseason.
Team on my back, dude.
It's his time to shine. He's going to be like a diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough.
That's who he is because he is like me and he is him. Who's your breakout guy? Valente.
I thought you were gonna do offense and defense, but I mean I could do offense and defense, I guess.
I can get a defensive guy if you want.
Offensively, I'm gonna say Juwan Johnson. Last game he technically broke out considering his season's been really disappointing. So he had like 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. But I feel like he's gonna do something this week to step up, do even better than that. Hopefully break into the next level. Do better than expected. I feel like another touchdown catch would kind of fulfill this kind of breakout for me because, I mean, it's just something he hasn't seen all season. Defensively, man, I say it every week. Pete Werner. Pete Werner has yet to have that game where you look at him and say, damn, that guy is underrated. And look, you could ask anybody in the world, they would push an agenda on Pete Werner. I mean they talking about Miller football, but people would push the Pete Werner agenda just because of how good he is at fundamental tackling, right? He's a huge piece in the run game. Always at the point of the ball, always ready to attack. And I always say every week, every time I'm watching the game and people don't know how to tackle, I say, look, get with Pete Werner this week. He will show you. He knows how to tackle. And he does. Pete Werner is the best tackler on our team. And I think that he's a very vital part of the run game. And with Kyron Williams as good as he is, if Pete Werner could get a couple of good stuffs or even a nice peanut punch for forced fumble, something like that, I feel like that's something Pete Werner can do this week. Who's your defensive one, though?
Ernest Jones.
Okay.
He is young, 24. He's another linebacker. And I feel like the Saints' run game is going to be the most important part of the game for them. I feel like the Saints' run game is going to have to be established, especially in the red zone. We're going to have to see it. You're going to see a lot of Kamar, a lot of Jamal Williams. Yeah, I don't know why I almost butchered that. But you need a guy who's going to step up and make those plays when you need him. To me, Ernest Jones is the guy who's most ready to make those plays.
Ernest Jones is the leading tackler for the Rams.
He is the leading tackler. That is true. And he needs to continue this because he's 24 years old and he's at 124, 225 total tackles on the year.
Yep.
So keep on tackling.
Another thing I completely forgot, we're going to have Taysom Hill back. So that run game is going to be a problem depending on whoever we jot out there.
I'm the real Taysom Hill.
I'm letting that slide because it's Christmas season. Anyway, yeah, I feel
when you gave me that look, I thought of the duck. You are officially the Duck Jr.
No. Do not ever label me as the Duck. Love you, Grayson. No homo.
He means full homo.
Anyway, I like our run game going into this week, and the way we did this past week in the passing game, Derek Carr 218 yards, 3 touchdowns, only missed 5 passes. He was firing all cylinders all night. Pressure was almost non-existent. And he had really good pocket awareness this past week. Now, The Giants are the 26th ranked defense in the entire NFL. But if I'm not wrong, the Rams defense isn't top notch either. At
It's been
least
playing a lot
ranking
better
wise.
recently. It's been a lot better recently.
Yeah.
It's they've been very bend don't break, give up a lot of yards, but they are not allowing a lot of tutties.
That's kind of how we are. So yeah, I feel like our run game is going to be the main problem, or not the main problem, but the main focus for the Rams defense, because you got Alvin Kamara, who actually the entire run game never really breaks off those long runs, but they get those nice little chunk yardage plays that'll, after a couple of times, result the first down, and you're wearing down the defensive line, ready to take a shot, whatever. So, if Pete Carmichael knows how to use them right, to use this team right, we could have an offensive shootout this week. No?
Mm-mm.
You don't think
You're
so?
not scoring. You're not scoring more than 1 point.
But, so you're saying, never mind. Okay. So we can't get a
talking
safety.
shit. Nope.
I know.
You can get a 1 point. You can get a 1 point. There's some situations where you can get 1 point in a play.
Really?
I don't remember the exact, but there's a one way to get a 1 point safety.
Actually, yeah, but like, don't you have to score a touchdown though for there to be a 1 point safety?
There might actually have to be.
I don't know.
I don't know. I am not a master of safety-nomics.
Safety-nomics. That kind of reminds me. Have you ever heard of the disaster rule?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, since we're on like the fucking topic of weird rules, have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm. The disaster rule.
You mind explaining it?
If X amount of people were to die, pass away, whatever on a team, say a plane crash happened, there becomes a disaster rule where teams get to protect a certain amount of players, and then it basically becomes a free agency pool.
Yeah,
where the team that can claim players and free agents currently in the NFL.
Yep. And then it's like a kind of like the NBA's version of like an expansion draft, where you like set a list of untouchables and the rest of people on your team are available, so they can draft from people's teams. It's
very weird.
Totally weird. I didn't know it existed until I saw it on a video.
Yep.
Never looked into it, so it could be fake, but
no, it's real. It's just never has had to happen.
Okay. Gladly.
Every sport has its set. Excuse me.
Anyway, moving on. So, what's the dreams? We need to dream or nightmare first.
What do you want to do?
All right, what did you dream first? What's the dream scenario for the Rams?
The dream scenario, we go to the store. We buy 5 filet mignons.
But we forget the seasoning.
And we get that extra, top shelf. Says it's from France, but realistically it's from some random farmer's backyard who just says it's from France, so it's extra expensive and you buy it anyways. Mm-hmm. We get some of that and we cook up 50 points. We send a fucking message to the Saints.
Bro, I'm fucking stupid. I thought we were doing nightmare.
You said dream.
I know, and I'm like, that's why I said we forget the seasoning. We go by 5 filet mignons and we forget the seasoning. That's why I said that.
No.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna get at hyped, but the dream scenario is overall win this game, right? Win this game, you got a 74% chance to make the playoffs. Everything looks good. You know, the offense looks good, the defense looks good, and you're playing another complete game like he did against the Giants. I think getting the ball downfield, getting into the red zone, getting the ball downfield has not really been a problem. It was always what happened in the red zone. So getting the ball downfield, working effectively in the red zone, getting the ball to all your playmakers, playing well, strategic, thought out football, winning the game on all fronts. That is the best possible thing for us.
That won't happen.
That's why it's called a dream scenario, Caleb.
You ready for the nightmare?
Yeah, what's the nightmare?
Let's let you go first on the nightmare.
Okay. I guess the nightmare scenario is you go out, you just played a complete game against the Giants, and just everything falls flat again. Move the ball downfield, get into the red zone, can't do shit. On defense, you're letting up big runs every play. You're scoring touchdowns. The Rams dropped 50 points. Can't move the ball, can't run the ball. Players get injured.
Damn.
Moving forward, we're looking like the worst team in football.
Damn. I That's not a nightmare scenario. That's doomsday scenario. That's doomsday.
All right, man. I gotta go all in. What's nightmare for you?
It's a Thursday afternoon. You're getting ready for the office barbecue because you think you're about to cook up some Saints. And you send your new intern to go pick up the steaks. So you gave him an order. Get this steak here. This is the steak we want. From this store, here's the location it's going to be at. They take a wrong turn. And instead of going to some fancy-ass store, they go to the Dollar Tree. And they said... And the filet mignon steaks are actually pork chops. They just deboned them. So they come back with all these damn pork chops, and the chef's cooking them up like they're steaks just for them to be fucking pork chops. So, today I present to you filet mignon served on creamy mashed potatoes. Instead of getting actual good potatoes, they got 7-week-old potatoes that are completely rotten. And expired milk, so they're not exactly good. Enjoy. And when your owner takes the first bite, spits it out and looks at you and says, "What the fuck is this?" And that's the GM looking at Sean McVay, watching as the Rams are down 90-0. The offense ain't cooking. The defense didn't even show up.
I don't think the Saints are capable of dropping 90 points.
If the Raiders can drop 70, the Saints can drop 90.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? We're both betting men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll move on to score predictions now, along with spread.
This is the part that scares Valente the most.
It is, because look, every time you came on here,
I've had the right outcome.
You've predicted the game every time. If y'all don't believe, there's the playlist. Go back
and
watch.
And if you look at it, I have not said the Saints every damn time. Valente's my homie, but I do not put shit on the record.
Yeah.
If I don't think they're gonna win, I won't say they're gonna win. And this is why I'm gonna let Valente. That's why I'm gonna let Valente do the score prediction first.
Now, I will say, Thursday night at 8:15 p.m., New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams are playing each other for what would currently be, up until Sunday at least, the first place spot in the NFC South. If the Rams win, it would be the 7th seed in the NFC. Now here's what Vegas says. Opening line was Rams by 6. Current line, Rams by 4. Over under of 46.5. Now, throughout this whole entire recording, I've been thinking, what do I think the final score is going to be? So, I've seen some stats and certain things throughout this entire time that have not only scared me, but kind of helped as well. One stat I've seen was the Saints have won 6 of their 7 games against quarterbacks that are now benched or were already second, third string quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Tannehill, benched. Bryce Young twice. Actually, no, it's 7 games. Sorry. All 7 games that we've won are quarterbacks that are either rookies, have been benched, or are the backups. So all of our games have been lost or have been won against now backup quarterbacks and rookies. Ryan Tannehill, bench. Bryce Young twice, rookie. Mac Jones, bench. Gardner Minshew, backup. Tyson Bagent, backup. Tommy DeVito, third string backup. So all of our wins have came against a backup quarterback.
Not good, not good. No bueno, no bueno.
But I think we break the mold this week. This shit more than a game, baby. Saints 23-20. Saints cover. We stay under.
All right. You say this shit's more than a game. Well, Big K's on more than a mic.
Uh-oh. He's about to
Big K's on a promo, yo. Now, listen up before I slap your mouth. Bar.
Gotta spin?
No, I'm not going to spin. Right. Don't worry.
Silence, everybody. We got to hear Big K's prediction.
You don't want that. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for the jelly. Okay, so Rams are -4. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if they were -5. It don't matter if they were -6. It don't matter if they were -7, 8, 9. It don't matter if they were -20. Because the Saints are covering.
Wait, no, I'm not happy yet. I'm not happy yet.
And, you know,
I was happy because you kept going up, and he said, this ain't covering. I don't know. All right.
The Saints are scoring 17 points. Do you remember how I said the Saints are going to cover?
Mm-hmm.
I lied.
Like 19-17, aren't you? Oh?
I lied.
You lied.
Saints 17, Rams 28.
We're doomed.
You've never seen a man lose so much faith in once. It's like Adam Rank being the one guy to predict you lose a game.
Adam Rank has been wrong recently.
But it's because he has this whole strand of screenshots of him being the only person, picking the Broncos. He picked the Bills over the Cowboys. There's like 12 games where he's the sole person picking a team and they win.
That's true. Look, I would be lying if I told you that I was confident about this game. I'm not. The stat that I read off dropped my confidence a lot, considering that Matthew Stafford's not a backup. or a rookie. I do think. See, here's the thing. Here's the things that have made me confident. We went out and we destroyed the Giants with no Taysom Hill. Or I think Taysom Hill like one carry. So barely any Taysom Hill. I don't know if that's a mismanagement thing or if that's a or a Shiloh in the back. I don't know if that's a mismanagement thing or just we didn't need him. But hopefully it's the latter. Hopefully we didn't need him. But we got Taysom back. We're getting Chris Olave back. And something that I've thought was if the offense looked good last week like that without Olave, imagine how good it could look with Olave. That's my optimism. Now, my pessimism comes from the stat I read off. And, I mean, the Rams are a good team. They won 4 of their last 5. They've, I would say the history makes me not feel so confident about it either because, that's just how the cookie crumbles. I don't know how the reps are going to do.
Bad.
I don't know how the secondary is going to hold up against Hooper and Cooper Kupp.
And DeMarcus Robinson.
I think Alontae Taylor can hold DeMarcus Robinson pretty well.
You're tripping, fam.
I don't think so. We'll see. It's going to be a fun game. Caleb thinks it's going to be 28-17 under, and the Rams are going to cover it. I think that it's going to be 23-20. Saints cover, but the Rams win. That's my honest prediction. I'm very nervous for Thursday. Truly. Anything else you got to say?
I'm sorry. If I didn't want to put myself being wrong on record, if I was fine being wrong on record, I would have said the Saints. But I have a streak and I got to keep it.
You had to? You really had to keep it?
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you that the Saints are 3-1 in their last 4 games of the season?
What if I told you that the Rams have only lost to a Super Bowl contender in the last 5 games?
What if I told you that What if I told you that this shit more than a game?
What if I told you that Aaron Donald doesn't care about the game?
What if I told you that this shit more than a game?
I'd stick Aaron Donald on you. Shiloh's even looking at you disappointed. Shiloh's disappointed in you.
Because I know now that we're going to lose because of your prediction.
I'm sorry, Valente. I have to be wrong eventually.
Hopefully it's Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully it's Thursday.
But if not, just know I'm going to make a TikTok of all my predictions in the score.
I don't think you've ever got a score right, but you always got the result right.
But but the fact that I've been on 6 times and I've gotten the result right every single time.
Yeah, Packers result right, Texans result right, Panthers result right, Lions result right.
Pull it up.
Let me look.
Packers
result right. Texans result right. Vikings result right. No, that was geek. Lions result right. Panthers result right. That's Packers. 4.
I did Bucks.
1, Nation do Bucks.
I swear every time I think I did. Oh, I was gonna, but then you didn't have me on. Yeah.
3, 4. So this is your fifth one. You've been right all 4 times.
Shouldn't it be 5?
So I hope not. I hope you go 4-1. But that's it, man. That's it. I'm sad. Probably gonna go cry my eyes out because now,
You want to see Silo to make you happy?
Yes, we're Charlotte. Dog. W dog.
You happy now?
Yes. All right. Anyway, Caleb, do you want to plug anything before we, end this?
Big Kid Call Game on YouTube and TikTok. TikTok, you occasionally get a Big Kid Call Game video. TikTok. Silo, shut up. Yeah.
I actually didn't hear that, by the way.
Oh. Good job, Silo. You were quiet. On YouTube, I know it says it's been a few months, but trust me, it ain't gonna be a few months any longer. So both of those, Caleb A 94 by Salo, 94 on Twitter. Go drop a follow. I post brutally honest takes, calling someone like George Pickens soft for saying he doesn't want to block.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then Curb Stomp Pod on YouTube and Spotify as well. Banger. I do it with some dude named Grayson. He sucks. Even though I'm talking to Bat Duck Jr. right now.
All right, come on, bro.
But yeah, that's all I got to plug. And also, actually, most importantly, like and subscribe to the channel here.
W-Man. Look,
if Valente's not at 1,000 subscribers by the time this goes live, yeah. You don't even get a chance when this goes live. If it's not by the time this video goes live, the Saints are going to win by negative points.
Is that possible?
No, because that means they lose.
But you said when. Does that mean if I don't hit 1,000 subscribers, the Saints are going to win?
If you hit 1,000 subscribers before the game, the Saints will win.
That's not what he said. He said if I don't hit 1,000 subscribers before the game, the Saints are going to
win.
By
negative points.
Yeah, but that still means they're
going
to win.
The Saints will score negative 2 points.
The Rams will score -3. Let's go, chat. All right, anyway.
Smith score 103.
Negative 103?
No, 103. Positive 103.
Well, you said the Saints are going to win, so that's the closest thing I'm going to get to the right prediction. You're either going to be right or you're going to be right. Because technically you said if I don't hit 1,000 subs.
28-17 Rams.
Okay. But yeah, man. Caleb, appreciate you joining. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, you probably didn't because, we're dumb and stuff. But thank you all for watching. Drop a like and sub if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 100 by the end of January. I was going to say this year, but that'd be kind of unrealistic. But either way, that's going to be all. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. What is bro doing with the pillow? What is he doing?